Hi, I'm Todd Anderson.
And I'm Michael Majors.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. In a display of complete insanity, Michael Majors and I are going to be playing some choice decks in Modern today. We don't really have a whole lot of events coming up as far as Constructed is concerned. We do have Grand Prix Orlando coming up soon. So we're just going to kind of throw ourselves into the Modern pond and see how many fish take a bite, I guess.
Yeah, we're just mixing it up a little bit. Yeah. I haven't really ever played Dredge in a competitive tournament in the past 10 years, so...
Since Careful Study was in Standard? Or
extended Icarid? I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of dipping my toes. Seems like, something just to expand my range.
That's exactly how Ross Merrim was able to end up taking down a Modern Open, a few months back. He picked up the Dredge deck when me and Tom were super hard on the Dredge kick, and he ended up just winning the tournament, so... Maybe you playtest this. Maybe you win the next Modern Open.
Dope.
Yeah. So the Dredge deck does look a lot different, though, now that Golgari Grave Troll is gone. You don't have as explosive of draws that you would normally have in a Dredge deck. What are we doing to compensate for that?
We're leaning a little bit harder on Life from the Loam. We also have more Golgari Thugs. That's just a necessity.
Shocking.
Yeah, so you ban one piece and another one just sprouts up.
Yeah, but I think that the goal for banning Golgari Grave Troll is mostly just to weaken the deck. Like, they don't want to necessarily kill off strategies in Modern for the most part. Some strategies a little too degenerate, give it the axe. Dredge, however, is just kind of functioning as its own little mini subgame. Yeah. And I have at times described it as you're playing Uno, and your opponent is trying to bend the laws of space and time to interact with you via graveyard, exiling.
It is very much not like traditional interactive Magic, no. But sometimes you just have to get scrappy. You're trying to win the games at the end of the day with some 2-1s and some 3-3s. So the games can get interesting, especially when they bog down a little bit. Like I said, we're more reliant on Life from the Loam and like Conflagrate to burn our opponents out. So in this matchup, I'm probably just going to be racing Todd because he can just win the game instantly with Scapeshift. So, yeah. I don't know. Just light some things on fire.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing Green Red Scapeshift today. Now, this deck has gone through a lot of different variations over the last few years. People trying out the old school version that splashed blue, so you could play stuff like Pierce Through Depths, even going so far as to play Cryptic Command.
Yep.
But lately they've been a lot more focused on just playing green red and brute forcing their way through games with spells like Through the Breach. Some even play Simian Spirit Guide to ramp into Through the Breach, which also allows them to play Chalice of the Void whenever Chalice of the Void is good. This version of the deck, however, is a little more raw power as far as the card quality is concerned. We're going to be playing 4 copies of Scapeshift, 4 copies of Primeval Titan, only 2 copies of Summoner's Pact to go get the Titan. We can just win games without either of those cards, though. Counting Heart Expedition does a really great job of just finding enough mountains to kill your opponent sometimes, and if a lot of times with the Through the Breach version, if your opponent was able to counter Through the Breach or just kill the Titan before it got to attack one time, you had a really tough time actually just killing them with the Valakut triggers. And with this version of the deck, if you resolve a Titan, you just go get 2 copies of Valakut, and then every spell you cast after that does 6 to 12 damage.
Right.
So yeah, so it should be maybe not so much an interactive match, but hopefully an interesting match for you guys to watch today. But let's go and get to the games and see who takes it down. All right, poker games, who goes first?
Let's do it.
What do you got? Pair of 6s?
Yeah, it looked really good, but it's just
3,
a pair of
4,
6s.
5, 3 3s.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Well, this looks like a pretty standard opener for this deck. Unfortunately, we don't have any payoffs just yet, but we do have Explorer and Courser. Not only to ramp, but to dig a little bit. So we're going to keep. Hope for the best.
All right, my hand is not remotely standard. So my inkling is that I should try to set up to hit a second land drop, even though I can go ahead and start dredging if I wanted to. we'll see what happens in our first draw step, of course, but I think we're going to be discarding this because this card can turn on the rest of our hand by itself. So I am going to keep.
All right, so a lot of people would lead off here with Force just because it doesn't deal you damage, but I have seen way too many times where, you just kind of draw a string of mountains and then you're unable to trigger Valakut. So we're going to take 2 and to spin this. It's your turn.
Yep. Hopefully we'll just draw a land and make it easy. That was a good card, too. All right, in that case, we'll just start with the more powerful Faithless Looting.
Yeah, great card.
Ooh,
does
land.
great things.
All right, well, to be honest, I kind of wish we'd seen how it would have played out, but as it were, we're just kind of functioning now.
Tilt.
So, because we can cast this and enable these 2, I do just want to start dredging. So I'm going to get these 2 in the graveyard for now.
Smart. All right. Trigger the search for tomorrow. All right. Well, here I think it's just important to get down a County Hard Expedition before our search for tomorrow goes off. We'll play that and say go.
All right, I'm going to dredge Golgari Thug.
Smart.
Thanks, man.
2 Conflagrates?
I'm not too experienced with the dredging, but
all right. So what we're gonna do here?
Let's,
we're gonna no. This is your graveyard.
Okay. All right.
This is your field.
Okay. All right.
Your B field.
I reckon this makes sense. I'm not really used to it, but
you gotta be a little more. This is in your hand, not in play.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. You're just so helpful. Just walking me through it.
Dude, right. You have no idea how many times I've had to play for my dredge opponent. I am not joking. It's a lot.
All right, and we're gonna dredge this is on the stack. This is how we're doing it. Okay. 1, trigger. 2, 3, 4.
Yep. All right. And then you got discard 2, and then Archimeva comes into play.
Okay. And I'm gonna discard this Bloodghast and Prized Amalgam.
Slaw stuff.
Yeah.
No, these are in your hand, and you're discarding these 2.
Oh, man, thank you. Okay.
My go?
18 life.
All right, 18 all.
Turn this Bloodghast, trigger this Prized Amalgam.
Yep.
And we're going to cast an Insolent Neonate. And do I want to just go ahead and dredge 5?
You should, because if you hit another Amalgam,
I can trigger both of them, yes. Legit. All right, I'm going to discard...
Stinky?
I think
a loam?
I'm just going to discard a loam.
I'm real dead.
Okay, dredge this one.
Okay.
1,
you get to have all the fun, but I'm still going to kill you.
4, 5. Ooh, trigger. Okay.
All right, so now they both come back now, so I'm going to anger you. I'm going to anger you and get rid of everything.
Okay. I'm going to go to my end step and return that Prized Amalgam.
Sure.
It's your turn.
All right. I suppose I could have just done this while you were...
Well, you had to coach me a little bit.
That's fine. All right, trigger on the County Hard Expedition. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, not a crazy good turn here, unfortunately. What we could do is, if we explore and hit an untapped land, we can Titan him next turn with a potential County Heart. We effectively lose out on some... Well, basically, if we cast Explore and miss, I think we die. But if we play Courser, we can at least block 3 points and potentially gain a lot of life. I think we actually just need to try to combo off, though. So, all right, we missed. Kind of wish Drydark was in this deck. Right,
oh my.
All right, go.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and Dredge Loom. The anticipation that I'm just going to Conflagrate next turn. So,
yeah,
Dredge 3. It's in my hand. I will hit you for 7 damage.
Yep, 11.
Cast Life from Loom. Target 1, 2, 3.
Another copper line in there, for sure.
Oh, sure.
No. You probably just... Yeah, well, you definitely want it over the mountain. But
yeah.
I don't think it actually matters, though.
Go ahead.
What's really funny here is if I just draw a land, you're dead. Whoop! Ah.
Oh, yeah, because I did get 18. That's right.
Yeah. So what we can do, though, we're not quite dead. We can stave off a lot of the attacking damage next turn with the County Heart Expedition. We play County Heart, play Farseek, get a mountain. That'll give us 3. This County Heart will get us 5, and then the second County Heart will trigger checking twice, I believe, and get us 7. So let's play this. Play this. This goes 3 and 1. We'll get a stomping ground because now our things trigger correctly. And then we'll go ahead and do this.
Yep. Let's be able to get these 2.
Yeah, so I go to 9. And how many cards do you have in hand?
I have 6.
So you go up to 7. So if you hit a blood gas on a dredge, I die.
Yep.
Or I might be able to kill this and that. So 2, 4. No, I'm still dead. Okay. Go.
All right, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna dredge this. My Golgari Thug. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tight.
Okay.
No, we definitely want to wait till attacks 2 just because the blood gas can get haste.
Yep. Don't think there's anything.
If you have
I
a
can
blood gas in hand, you can discard that, deal me 1 less holding a land, play the land, and that effectively is 1 extra point of damage, which I think you were 1 short, but you might have been 2 short. I'm not positive.
I think I'm too short. Don't think there's anything I can do.
Show me. Let's see.
No, I mean, it's just a bunch of dredgers and lands, but yeah,
Sure.
Just hit.
All right. Well, yeah, he does have the Conflagrate, so we need to just do this. We're going to get 2 mountains. They enter at the same time, so they see each other enter, and they'll both trigger the Valakut, very similar to Scapeshift.
Yep.
And then we'll shoot these.
Okay,
I'll take 2 down to 9.
Take 2, go to 9, and yep, best I can do is 7. If Todd has Scapeshift, I'm dead. Okay. So what Todd's just gonna do is he can just sack everything. I think in this point, I'm not sure how many mountains this plays off the top of my head.
Well, definitely it has at least 4 Cinderglade, and I can
think
go get
13 is the number.
Yeah. But for the most part, I can just get enough Valakuts to make sure. Like, I only have to do 18. If I had to do more, there's a chance that I was short, but...
Yeah, he could just sacrifice these...
I also have 9, which means I can get 3 Valakuts.
Yeah, 2 Valakuts and 3 mountains would be lots of damages, so... I'm going to be 2 points short, and I'm dead.
Okay.
All right, back here for game 2. I am lacking a turn 1 play, so this hand's not ideal, but it still looks pretty good.
Yes. I love it when Dredge falters. My side, this hand looks almost identical to last game. We do have a fetch land for our County Heart Expedition, though, which is pretty sweet. We are going to keep.
All right, good. I'm just going to get a stomping ground.
All right. You always want to save your fetches if you have a County Heart Expedition, so we're just going to take the 2 from the stomping ground. Also, again, fetching up basic forest is not something you want to do most of the time. You do it if you are short a second green for, your double green cards.
Checks out.
Well, I was going to say Primeval Titan, but then I forgot there was also Scapeshift, and after Sideboard, there's Obstinate Baloth.
All right, I'm going to play Cathartic Reunion. Yeah. We're getting there. Okay. All right. Discarded this one and this one.
All right.
First
draw.
Maybe I should. No. Okay. I take it back. Discard. Man, I really want to hit an Archipede, but though I'm feeling good.
I would gamble.
I'm feeling good about it. All right.
In this matchup, for sure, I would gamble. You just want to get some pressure in blood.
Ooh. All right.
Brick City.
Nope.
So that was 1. Nope. Oh, no. That's bad for me.
1, 2. Come on, baby. Let's go.
You got 1 more. Did you hit a dredger?
Nope.
All right. So natural draw.
Crap.
And you don't get to discard.
Not looking great.
All right. Again, we just want to get this County Heart Expedition online as quickly as possible. Again, we still need to draw something. Could be Scapeshift, could be Summoner's Pack, could be Primeval Titan.
You're at 18, right?
I am at 18. You gonna kill me this turn?
No. But getting you to 10 is pretty appealing. So I'm definitely going to be playing Conflagrate, so it can turn on my Bloodghast, which turn on my prized amalgams.
Oh, wow, that's dope, yeah.
I definitely have to do that.
Do exactly what you're going to do. It's going to be great. 6 to me, put 2 Bloodghast in the yard, play a land, attack for 4. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
How'd you get me to 10?
I'm not. I was saying I wish I could.
Oh.
I was feeling hopeful about it, but
Okay.
your enthusiasm is concerning me a little bit.
No, I just love crazy stuff.
All right.
This is why we're playing this video.
Okay, definitely doing this.
All right.
2,
Ow.
3, 4, 5.
Sure. All right.
I have to keep a land in my hand so I can trigger the Bloodghast. I think I should just keep the Loom as well. No, maybe I shouldn't, because I'm just going to start looting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 12 me.
Okay. 6 to you. This is exiled. Play my
land,
Gemstone Mind. Get my 2 Bloodghast back. Trigger both my amalgams. And go to my end of turn.
So I'm actually technically dead next turn if I don't have anything, because Michael can Dredge Loam, cast to get back some lands. Or no, he has to hit another Conflagrate.
Yeah, I haven't hit another
I thought you had a second Conflagrate. Never mind. All right, so we're going to search for tomorrow, and we're going to actually get a force this time, even though that goes against what I was talking about earlier, because I want to cast a Corso of Crufix before I play any more lands, so I can gain as much life as possible to stay out of burn range from Conflagrate. Draw.
Yep.
Tight.
Crap.
All right. Still, we're just gonna gain or maybe. Now that we drew that, yeah, well, sure, whatever. All right. We're gonna play this. Gain 1.
13.
I'm gonna go ahead and crack it, but I'm gonna stay the same life.
Yep. Haven't done that in a while.
We're just gonna get probably Stomping Ground tapped. We can't do anything with this 1 mana, and I don't much like drawing Stomping Grounds. We have had it in our opener twice, and it's been pretty good both times. But
Generally, Stomping Ground's the worst land in the deck.
yeah, so I'm going to stay at 13, reveal a card, and then very likely pass turn.
I'm going to get ready to Dredge.
All right.
Ooh.
That next turn.
Oh,
you're
I'm
at 19.
at 19. I'm at 19.
Rats.
1, 2. Might have to hold back. 3, 4, 5.
What we got?
Some
Conflagrate?
stuff. No Conflagrate. All right, I'm gonna cast a Faithless Looting.
Deal.
Start by dredging Stinkweed Imp.
All right.
Okay, there's my blocker, and there's my Conflagrate. Trigger, and I'll just go ahead and. Do I want to hit this Dakmor Salvage?
I think
hit my
you do
Bloodghast?
because I'm probably yeah. That means I have to block here instead of getting rid of one of these.
I agree. That sounds better. Get Salvage, Dredge 2, 1, 2, resolve this trigger. These are in my hand. I'm going to discard these 2 Stinkweed Imps. And now, is it risky to... I don't really think... I mean, I guess I would lose to Bolt anyway. Or I guess I would lose to Land Bolt. It's pretty... Yeah, I don't think there's any combination that punishes me for this that wouldn't previously.
All right, so I'm in kind of a weird spot here. I want to draw that Scapeshift, but that means if I draw the Scapeshift, I can't quite kill him next turn with a Farseek or a Tribelder. Instead, I do have to draw a Bolt, but I'm going to be drawing Scapeshift. So I think I actually want to crack this during his turn so that I can cast my Primeval Titan. I think that gives me the best chance of winning, or at the very least just keeping the board relatively clear. Maybe just gaining 7 and dealing you a bunch of damage is good enough with the Scapeshift, and then trying to kill you on the next turn. I think that's actually better. All right, so I'm gonna block here, take 7 down to 6.
Yep. And is there a reason to move here? Basically, it's just a question whether I'm going to use the mana next turn. I don't think I am. Say go.
Well, you can always. So basically, if you're gonna like Loam Conflagrate next turn, having land in play now is slightly better because I can turn off the Bloodghast having haste.
If you Scapeshift this turn.
Yeah, which I'm I mean, I think you should assume that with this in play and this, I can put you to 1 or clear mostly, and then just kill you on the next turn. And you just want if you don't have the Bloodghast, that's just like 2 less. But if your plan is just to go Life from the Loam plus Scapeshift, you need another land in play anyway, and that plus this plus these 2 cast Conflagrate. So I think it's just better to play the land no matter what.
Okay. Go.
All right, so we're gonna draw a Scapeshift. We're gonna reveal another Scapeshift. All right. I guess we'll try to play for a land off of the top of the deck as opposed to the one that's in my hand for later purposes.
This is gonna put you at 8.
Or I guess I should get Forest since I'm casting
Yeah.
Scapeshift. I think there's only 2 forests, but there might be 3. Let me just double check.
There's 3.
There's 3. All right, so I go to 8.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we got County Heart on top. Go to 9.
9.
And Scapeshift. 7 lands. I'm going to deal you 18 and gain 7 up to 16, I believe. Let me make sure. I might want to kill Prized Amalgams. So I can only get 1 Valakut.
Of course, you're
5,
just casually ruining me this game.
6, 7. Yep. So I'm going to go to 16. And then, so I don't need to put him down to 1. I think I actually just need to. So next turn, let's see, I'm 6. I think I'm fine no matter what. So I'm just going to kill these 2 and then 12 to you. So you're at 7.
Okay.
Killing a Bloodghast can slow him down a little bit. So maybe I should have just done that since there's not a. I guess there actually is a pretty big difference here. So never mind. Okay. Yeah, I need him at 7 and 9. There's not that much difference.
7 and 10.
Or 7 and 10, excuse me. Okay, yeah, there is a big. All right. And I have played a land, so go.
Okay. So, question for me is whether my Conflagrate actually does anything if I have more cards in my hand. I think the answer is basically no. So I'm just going to dredge the Stinkweed Imp.
Okay.
1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5. Okay, so that does trigger the 2 Prized Amalgams.
Mm-hmm.
Another Bloodghast in my graveyard. Yeah, I don't really think there's much else I can do other than hit you.
One of these is up. Take 7,
Yep.
down to 9.
Or 5.
Or 5, sorry. So I'm at 11.
So put you to 11. I'll have a blocker. Yeah. Or cast looting.
Okay.
Imp. 2, 3, 4, 5. Another amalgam.
Have an imp in the
Get
middle.
Another imp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Discard
2 imp.
2
Bring back
imps.
2 amalgams.
2 amalgam. Maybe I should have actually gotten the Dakmor salvage on the second dredge, but
Well, they're going to come back during my end step, so it doesn't actually change much.
that's
these
true.
triggers.
Yeah, they just trigger those triggers on your turn.
The salvage does get black, the what,
two blood gas.
Two blood gas. So maybe the second dredge was better for the Dakmor.
Yeah, I think it was actually close.
All right, so we're going to draw Farseek. Scapeshift on top. He's at 7. We're just going to cast these 3 and hope that we have enough mountains. All right, 1, 2, and 3.
Yep, that'll
9,
do.
yeah.
All right, back here for sideboarding. On Dredge side, it's basically just important to never over sideboard because your deck is just this cohesive pieces of moving parts where you have to have enablers and dredgers and then something to actually kill your opponent with. So on the play, I think I'm going to take the stance of just being a little bit more aggressive, not bringing my Thought Seizes. Going to have Collective Brutality in my deck, which both functions as a piece of disruption, can kind of get you to the finish line with the burn mode, and it also puts cards in your graveyard, which is pretty useful. And to facilitate that, I'm just kind of shaving a little bit. Haunted Dead is an enabler, which Collective Brutality takes the place of. Life from the Loom is kind of it's not weak, but it's a slower way to get moving. And then Conflagrate kind of works well with Life from the Loom. So if I'm going to shave a Loom, I think I should shave a Conflagrate.
Sure. All right, so for my side, spot removal against Dredge is pretty bad. You know, a lot of his creatures come back over and over again. The only time we're wanting to be killing his creatures is when they're going to be killing us on the next turn. In that scenario, Lightning Bolt, not very good. I'd much prefer having blockers like Obstinate Baloth. Anger of the Gods, obviously very good because it exiles his creatures. The fact that we don't have any anti-graveyard hate is a little awkward. But, you know, this deck does, I think, have a natural advantage in this particular matchup. But for the most part, we want creatures that can block as opposed to spot removal spells, which is why we're bringing the Obstinate Baloth. Courser Kruvix obviously did a lot of work in the previous game, as you probably saw. And I think Baloth can do similar, maybe not exactly the same.
Courser was really good.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and get to game 3.
All right, back here for game 3. This hand is weird. We got some stuff. I don't have a Dredger, but we do have a Looting. And because we have this, I think this is a acceptable keep.
My side, we could be in some hot water if we don't draw another ramp spell or a land, I guess. But that's 90% of the deck or whatever. So hopefully we just do. I've definitely seen this deck whiff a bunch, though. So.
Yeah, it can happen. I don't think it's reasonable for us to expect to ever stay at 19 life, so we're just going to go to 17, get a Blood Crypt, and cast Faithless Looting.
Sure. I'm just taking my turn in the dark.
Yeah, you'll probably be fine. All right, draw 2. Big whiffs. Very sad.
Whiff?
Yep.
No dredgers?
Yep.
Jers.
Yep. All right, discard these 2 amalgams.
All right, that's not that bad a whiff. All right, so I've drawn for turn. I was just trying to save some time since I have all this searching. Sorry, you didn't see that. I'm at 17. I'm going to suspend this, and I drew a Courser for the turn.
All right.
Man, Search for Tomorrow is dope. I don't know if I actually shuffled, so I'm going to shuffle some more.
All right, I'm going to look at your hand and discard this.
So draining me. All right,
Uh-huh.
so you're at 19. I'm at 15.
Okay.
And you're going to take this Farseek, and I'm going to be at 15. You're at 19.
Get that Farseek out of here.
All right, so we drew a fetch land. Again, we kind of want to hold on to those if we can, just in case we draw County Heart Expedition. We may want to conserve our life total a little bit by fetching a tap Stomping Ground this turn. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Just keeping it honest over here. Okay.
I'm at 14.
I'm gonna play. Maybe I shouldn't actually play this Faithless Looting. Am I supposed to like Conflagrate you to set up Faithless Looting next turn to actually make a relevant play? Entirely possible.
I don't hate it. It's a little slowski.
It is certainly that.
Little comrade slow speed.
Yep, all right. I'm going to 3 you.
3 me. All right.
Go. I just feel like I have a higher chance of winning the game if I can go off with looting next turn, even though technically I can start dredging. Or potentially start dredging if I hit more off the looting.
All right. Search tomorrow comes off. Draw. I'm just going to play face up. I don't care. Ooh. Doesn't do anything at all.
I don't know about the obstinate bailiff, right? Okay.
All right. I'm at 13. Your turn. Well, you're playing face up. It's solidarity, baby. Now you know everything. So
Am I going to break? This is depressing. This is so bad.
That's Dredge. Oh, man. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it is horrible.
Oh. All right. Dude, I don't know.
No, that's reasonable.
Hit that Narcomoeba solid.
Yeah. So a while back when we were playing full power dredge with Troll, I got the director to do a Narcomoeba count, like drawn Narcomoeba. And every time he did, it would pause the video for a second and just go ding, and there would be a bell and a counter. It was great. All right. So my hand is rancid. Not really.
Okay.
We're just going to brick forever, though. All right. 14, 18. Now we're going to block forever. Your turn.
Yep. Try it again. All right. Hit a looting. Might be able. Oh, a bunch of lootings.
Yeah.
Might be able to
going off with looting.
Might be able to do something. These are untapped.
Yep.
All right. Better late than never, I guess. 2, 3, 4. Bricked again? Okay. Almost did.
It's about as brickish as it's going to get. All right. Discard 2. No blood gas.
This is just gross.
Any attacks?
Nah, your turn.
All right. Can I get a land?
You can always shuffle your deck.
Oh, yeah, I guess so now. All right.
All right. What are you at now? 16.
No. Wait.
Oh, 17, right?
No, I was at 18 because I gained 4 from this and played a land. I was at 13, then 18. Now I'm at 19.
Okay.
I guess we should get a forest here. Because once we have Valka in play, we can get up to 6 and it triggers. There's no reason to get the 6th mountain until we have it.
This Dagmar salvage just hanging out over here is in my hand.
Land? Man, I feel like this deck should play more lands. All right. No attacks. Okay. All right, so I'm at 19.
All right. I'm going to dredge this imp.
This is where things could get hairy.
Yeah, I don't think so. It'll be all right. Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I got jokes.
All right. Try this here looting one more time.
You are having entirely too much fun, Michael Major. That's a lot of blood gas.
Oh, yeah. It's giving me the illusion of doing something.
Ooh, and a lot of Narcomoebas, and another prize amalgam, and another blood gas.
I mean, we're dead next turn, but we are in there.
So discard your 2 impies.
Yep.
Play that salvage. Get back the squad. All right. Burnt.
All right.
Take 2. I'm at 17.
Play this. Get my goons back.
That's a good word, goons.
I like it. Your turn.
All right, Scapeshift. Hey, we finally hit a land. So we can... Oh, man. Nope. I was going to say we could Titan for 2 Val cuts and then play the Center Glade, but that's not how that works.
Thank you, Collective Brutality. Thank you.
Yeah, that 2 life. That 2 life though. So what we could do actually is we force a double chump block by attacking with these 2 that just kills us Narcomoebas. And then we can just play Scapeshift, kill these 3, Dome Helm for 12. Dome me for 12, and that'll gain me a bunch of life. Yeah, whatever, you're still dead. Alright. Play this, gain, go to 18.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Anger to Gods. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Scapeshift. Kill these 12 to you to put you to 7.
Bye, creatures.
And I gain 7 life up to 24. And I've already played a land, so I will eventually reveal the top card, but you may go ahead.
Oh, I'm at 10, actually.
How's that? You were at 19?
It's just 3 and 3.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Six triggers?
Yeah.
3 of those.
3.
3. So you take... Oh, 9. I'm stupid. Yeah. You're up. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm at 24. Can you deal me 24 like Jack Bauer do?
Oh, goodness gracious. Me oh my.
Do you have the haste thingy in your deck?
Nah. Ain't got none of them Scourge Devils.
Well, you dead then. So make a decision.
All right, I'll die.
Yeah. Scoop them up.
All right, back here for game 4. We're keeping a speculative one here. We're going to try it out. Just kind of hit him with some Vampire Spirits real quick.
All right. Well, my hand would be real good against Bridge from Below, but other than that, it's actually pretty weak. I'm going to keep it, though. We do have mana, ramp, and some life gain to buy some time. I'm just going to kind of hope for the best, I guess.
All right, I'm going to play a Neonate. Pass the turn.
All right, well, since we drew a second Valakut, I was just going to play the Stomping Ground tapped and just try to not take as much damage. Your turn.
Okay, getcha.
19.
Okay, I'm going to sacrifice this post-combat, discard a Bloodghast, draw a card. All right. Cast a Faithless Looting.
Ooh.
1, 2.
I'm guessing your hand got a lot better. Because you drew Faithless Looting.
Marginally.
Marginally?
And a Narcomoeba. Play a Mountain, trigger these 2 Bloodghasts.
Wow.
And
Going
play another loot. Okay. Rewind. Nope. Yep. Okay, there's no way I can do that. Okay.
True.
Discard Imp, and it's actually pretty interesting. Pretty sure I'm supposed to discard the land, but it seems really close to me. Could discard the Brutality. It's possible we can just never get there through the rest of the game. Yeah. Go.
All right. 17
Shock.
or 18. 17.
17.
Cool.
Yep. All right. I feel good about this game. Got my Imp. Hit a bunch of Dredgers. Imp in the grip. Gonna cast this. Oop, Bloodghast is getting a little excited. Cast this Cathartic Reunion. Discard.
Lootings were great.
Discard these 2. These 2. These 2. Maybe
I kind of miss playing face
These
up.
2.
You just want to play face up again?
Yeah, let's just play face up.
All right.
All right. Imp in there. 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's just more fun.
Imp. 1, 2,
Uh-oh.
3,
This could get real bad.
4, 5. Where my thug at?
From the front to back.
1, 2, 3, 4. Gas. Triggers.
All right, so those 3 in your hand. You got 2 prize amalgams coming back.
2 amalgams.
I'm gonna take block. Take 2. I'm at 15.
And I'm going to trigger these homies. Go.
All right. You got Conflagrate over there? Sure do. Wow.
Sure enough.
This is horrendous for me. See if I can survive at all. Needed a ramper. That's not gonna help us this game, I don't think. Alright. Mopey Courser.
Dude, Mopey Courser is really annoying.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're just gonna conflagrate it for 4. And smush me for 11.
Yeah, I reckon.
Alright, so I'm at 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I think playing the Valcode is actually a mistake. So the County Heart Expedition, if we play fetch land, alright, we're gonna play fetch land.
16.
Go to 16. And oh no, I'm gonna be 1 mana short of being able to kill you next turn.
Crap.
So maybe I should actually just do this. Yeah.
How can you kill me next turn?
If we have 1 more mana, we could go play county, play fetch, crack both fetch, go get 2 lands. But I'm 1 mana short, so it's fine. All right, I'm at 16. Good. Pretty sure I'm just dead. Hoping that the Obstinate Baloth can. Actually, I'm gonna play this instead. I might need to shuffle away this County Heart and not die.
3, 4. Sugar the Snark Amoeba.
If we don't die this turn, I'd probably need to peel Anger.
Flagrate that for 4.
Alright, so you're going to be hitting me for 11 down to 5. So this can only gain me up to...
Yep.
So this is going to put me to 9, be able to block this, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this does not save me. Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to stay and hope to peel Anger of the Gods. I'll get the other stomping
And if you do, I'll be sad. I'm going to give this one a good cut.
All right, I'm going to shuffle that to the top. All right.
There we go.
All right.
How we do?
I don't want to reveal.
Oh, okay. I can respect that. I can respect that.
All right, so this is dead.
Just a little GRV action over here.
Okay. Do you want to see? I'll show you.
No.
I'll let you see. And
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you take 9.
Yeah.
7. All right, your turn.
Oh, did I just mess up math? 16, 11, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I thought I was... I didn't even have to do that.
Oh, you're not dead?
I don't think so. All right, I'm at 11. So I got 2 mounds in play. This will be 3. Next turn will be 4. All right, played up.
Maybe I goofed.
Do you have another conflagrate?
No.
All right, well, if you hit 1, I'm dead, because that's for 2.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Bloodghast doesn't do it. 2, 3, 4.
You could maybe conflagrate for 1. No, you needed to have a land as your last card. All right, so this is summoning. Wait, no. Last turn you hit me for 11, right? I think I am right. I think
I did hit you for 11. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you said 7, but that's only 9. Yeah,
okay.
I'm dead.
Yeah, so you're dead. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Life mix-up. I was right about the Anger. All right, tight. All right, in not quite Dredge fashion, Michael Majors has chosen to not mulligan a single time in 5 games, which I want to point out that's probably a mistake.
Yes. Seeing how I'm a mighty 1-3, I probably made some bad choices.
My side, we have a okay opening hand. We could very easily go south if Michael hits us with a discard spell, but we're going to keep it and hope.
I assume this hand is right on the borderline. It can get really explosive, but it needs help. Let's go.
No search for tomorrow. That's a trope.
Yeah, so dredging this and just casting this by itself is the same amount of digging. So I assume we want to hold this in reserve, play this. Go.
Your turn.
On my upkeep. Just because I wanted to.
Sure. Dude,
Dredge
at
that.
least actually, no, you should always do it during my second main phase.
Oh, if I hit exactly Narcomoeba Prize
Yes.
Amalgam. Yeah, you're right.
Don't, dude. Me and Tom had a lot of Shriekhorn games, and like it's only like a 1 in 300 chance or something that it happens. I think Tom did some gorilla math and figured it out. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna loot. Hopefully, start doing something in my life. I just hit an Narcomoeba word.
We need a bell. We need a Pavlov
This
bell.
is just so
Just every time Michael Major draws an Narcomoeba, he doesn't want to play Dredge anymore.
gross.
Playing a spell?
Dakmore salvaging me against the world. Come on.
Oh, you still got to draw.
I know, but it's just not as good.
Yeah, I know.
1 and 2. Go.
Oh man, no search for tomorrow coming off. That's a true. All right, so hopefully we hit a fetch line here. That'd be tight.
Don't do it.
Not yet, but go.
All right. Still me and my homie Dakmore
This
salvage.
is not in play. I'm making that clear.
Oh man.
Your homie? You got a third land that's not Dakmore salvage? Please say no.
I do. All right, I'm just gonna start here and just kind of hope this works out. Dredge, come on! All right, kind of doing it.
Doing it ish.
All right.
Okay. Well, what you gonna do now?
Oh, I don't have a second card to discard my Cathartic Reunion.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Did you wait? Why didn't you just cast Cathartic Reunion?
Because I would have to spike off the Dakmore salvage, and I thought it was better to hold it, but I was probably wrong.
Well, you're definitely wrong
Okay.
because you don't have the
Yes, you're
cards.
correct. That is correct.
All right. Well, what are you gonna do instead?
I don't know.
Hold the land?
Let's
You want to hold the land?
let's assume
You
we-
cannot back up through a dredge. That is not fair.
Man.
That is way too much. These two flipped off. That's unfair.
I know.
All right.
Crap.
Tell you what. You can take this back,
Uh-huh.
put that in your hand. And
Mhm.
these are going back in the deck, and we're shuffling. And
That's
then
fi-
you
that's
can
fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's
undo.
fine. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Right.
That's fair.
Pretty sure. Well, actually, I'm not sure what that gemstone mine has on counters wise.
It might be 1 now. I think it's 1.
We'll just say 1 because it doesn't matter. You're probably gonna die. All right, Dredge 2.
All right, what else do I discard? I don't know.
The air base. What's your last card? I don't know. You only have
It's
2
letting me
options.
in
50-50.
All right.
Either discard it or you don't. 50-50.
1, 2. Just
All right, draw 2.
Just off it. Just off it.
All right. You got blood gas over there? Nope.
Nah, man.
You gotta play your land so you can Faithless Looting?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna cast this neonate.
Man, your deck's great. Whoever built that deck deserves an award.
Oh.
All right. All right. I'm gonna 18 you.
All right. I'm at 1.
Sorry. So first off, we gotta go 2 basics for the County Heart. So we'll just do this. And the forest, if I can find it. Is it in my hand? Might be in my hand. Yeah, it's in my hand. I'm stupid. Just wasting time over here. Alright, then these 7 get sacrificed.
Hanging out with my vampire.
1 Valakut. Alright, go.
All right. I'm gonna take my draw step.
You at 2 or 1? You're at 1?
1.
You only fetch 1 time? This wasn't a fetch? Oh, yeah. Never mind. I figured it out.
All right. I concede.
No, I only have to have literal any card in my deck that's not basic forest.
That's true. How'd you do?
I have 2 other cards. All right, so as we said in the intro, you have to be a crazy person to want to play this matchup, just play testing wise. I just wanted to see if Dredge could race Scapeshift, but clearly it can't because I didn't draw a single piece of like sideboard hate, like Anger of the Gods or whatever. I had no graveyard interaction, and I just killed you.
Yeah, I think like average draw versus average draw, you're a big favorite. Probably kept some skeptical hands and probably ran a little below average. But that being said, like your hands weren't absurd or anything. So
Nah, I mean, so the first 2 games, my hands were very good because I started with Search for Tomorrow, County Heart, and I needed to draw like a land in there to kill you like a turn faster or something. But for the most part, like any hand that's like Search for Tomorrow, County Heart, or Search for Tomorrow plus any 2-drop Accelerant is just going to be better than most hands that the deck can produce otherwise. I would very much like to build this deck in such a way where you can get 6 mana on 3. Simian Spirit Guide has been in the deck before.
Right.
I'm not sure if Chalice of the Void is good enough to play, but honestly, the only way otherwise to get 6 mana on turn 3 is to play more copies of Search for Tomorrow or venture into like Elvish Mystic territory, which I don't really like. Yeah, it doesn't really seem worth it. The deck is almost foolproof to spot removal, which I do like. The 2 coursers are just kind of there, chilling.
They were randomly like really good in these
They were
games.
very good in these games for sure, and there's a lot to be said about casting a Scapeshift with a courser in play and just gaining 7 life. Like that was really sweet. Even when it wasn't lethal, I was putting you at a point where I was able to clear most of your pressure, deal you large chunks, and probably kill you with any sort of follow up that I might have had, whether it even just be ramp spells or another Scapeshift or a Titan.
If you're against like Burn, even if you had, say you have like 5 or 6 lands, you're nowhere near lethal, you could just Scapeshift and get a bunch of fetch lands and just set up lethal 2 turns later or whatever and get that buffer. So, I don't know, Courser seems sweet, and obviously it's a nice grinding card in several different matchups. So
yeah. As far as the Dredge deck is concerned, I felt like even without the Troll, it was still running on most of its cylinders. I feel like in the matchups where it was traditionally favored before, like your Jun, your Abzan type decks, like your Jessica Blue X control like Grixis and such, I think it's probably still going to function in a very similar way. I would maybe like to see it built in a slightly different way so that you aren't as prone to mulliganing and you aren't as reliant on finding exactly like draw spell plus Dredger. Like maybe building a version that has like more copies of Haunted Dead or more like lingering souls in the sideboard, for example, like something that lets you play like normal Magic against people who might have like some random stuff like Anger of the Gods or whatever. Like you want more cards that can generate pressure for low mana investment and give you a diverse threat set.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, surely this deck still needs to adapt a little bit because it's only been a couple weeks since the banning, and people did succeed with it at the Grand Prix level, so clearly the deck is still functional, but I would be surprised if this is its final iteration.
Sure. All right, guys, well, that's going to be all for me and Michael Majors this week. We're going to have all the regular Versus Series guys for you this week. Leading up to the weekend, there's nothing.
GP Orlando next weekend after that, so feel free to join us out there. Be a lot of fun.
If you're planning on going to GP Orlando, I highly recommend pre-registering. A lot of the Star City Games events, Grand Prix, as well as the Open Series, have been selling out. And I'm not sure if Orlando is close, but it's better be safe than sorry. And if you've already planned your travel, might as well go ahead and register, man. We don't like the...
if you booked your flight, register now.
Yeah, we don't like the bad beat stories because those, we feel sorry for you, but... You're not getting it. You're not getting in. Sorry, Michael.
I've registered. I booked my flight and registered.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching the Versus Series at StarCityGames.com, and we'll see you soon.